do that NBA give and go voice.
There were so many good NBA games growing up that were they weren't like the mainstream stuff like NBA Live or anything. They were
Yeah,
just
they went
good
under the
stuff.
radar.
Run it
Hmm
was like was it run and gun or run and shoot?
Run and gun for the
Run and gun.
arcade, and when it came to console, it was give and go.
Because of,
That game was epic. I still play
that
it to this day.
that angle, yo. Every modern game uses it. Every single modern game uses it, man.
You
But what's up,
you
people?
can you can thank Konami, the same people that gave us Ninja Turtles games too. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
what's up? What's up? What's up?
What y'all doing, people? I'm awesome.
And it's your boy Mike.
First things first. What you sipping on?
Oh, got a banger here. Banger both in flavor and alcohol content. So I'll make sure not to down it. Voodoo Ranger, the Imperial IPA. Now,
Hmm.
for those that hear Imperial might think strong. It's actually got a little citrus kick in the middle and towards the end that actually dumps down a lot of that alcohol flavor. So it makes it a lot more smooth than what you think. This is a banger right here. But it is I think 9%. Let me look on the label. Yeah, it is 9%. So y'all make sure y'all don't drink too many. Y'all don't drink them like it's Michelob Ultra because it's yeah, it's juggernaut compared to Michelob Ultra. But I don't
Hey,
talk too
yo,
much about what I'm sipping on, man. What you sipping on?
take it from me. Drink that thing fast and get two more, but don't drive.
Okay, well, there you go. That's a caveat.
Yeah, and yeah, just you know what it is.
You know what it is.
A whole bunch
He,
of
he said he said drink it fast and get two more. Boy, he tried to go head
what
crush.
happened? Yeah, I'm going to jail. Lock him up. Lock him up. But yeah, I got this tequila. I forgot the name of it though. It's like Don Fullo or something. Don Fulano.
Nah, I've never heard of that one. That's
Yeah,
a new
it's
one for me.
really good. It is really good.
The Don Falano.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to look at that.
Fulano.
Okay,
It's
I'm gonna
it's
have to look
it's a
that
little
one up.
bit pricey.
Hey,
Yeah.
yeah. Maybe
It's
that's why it's so smooth and good. I
it's
mean,
so smooth. Like you don't like you don't like so drinking it hot, you don't have that after bite either.
yeah,
And I'm like, this is not.
it's quite all.
This is really good. This is really good. But yeah, that's what we on, man. But Uno things, Unos. We're just talking about the soccer stuff. So the Europa
What we
League
got?
final was today, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was between Manchester United and Tottenham. Some of the worst teams in the Premier League this year. And I was thinking, like, usually, like your Europa League final is probably like somebody in the top five or maybe top seven of that
Yeah.
league. Nope, bottom, bottom, trash. So Tottenham won, and I won some money off that game. I'm
Mm-hmm.
going to tell you what happened. So I saw a picture, right? I saw a picture, and it had Premier League title, right? I had Liverpool's logo there because they won the Premier League.
Mm-hmm.
Liverpool has a dragon with the wings, right? So it's kind of like a bird, right?
Yeah.
FA Cup, the tournament in England, Crystal Palace. They're known as the Eagles. They have a bird as their logo. Manchester United versus Tottenham Hotspur. The Hotspur's logo is a bird standing on a soccer ball. I said, if the two birds already won it, I'm just gonna put money on like the third bird. Third bird won 1-0. Yep, that's not logic in my betting. I just want to be right. So
Tip on that. That is hilarious. You
that's
said put
that's
it on
what
the
happened.
third bird.
The third bird. It's got to be the third bird. So
Yeah, because
yeah.
the bird is the word.
Mm. Ooh, mile, mile, ooh, mile, mile. So yeah, that's what happened. Shout out to Tottenham. They got a trophy finally. Oh man, somebody's getting fired from Manchester United. Somebody may get fired from Tottenham, but at least they got European football next year.
Yeah.
So that's that on that.
Somebody. No, you said it wrong. You gotta say it like Beyonce. All I know is somebody getting fired.
Yo, job gone, job gone,
What are
job
you
gone.
gonna do? For those of y'all that don't know, y'all go ahead.
Yo, Michael Jackson is the greatest, man.
For those that don't know, y'all go ahead and search up hilarious ways that celebrities fired people, like mid concert, mid acting, whatever. There were hilarious ways celebrities fired people. And Michael Jackson, in Austin's example, literally they were doing a kind of like a live rehearsal and getting the sound right, whatever. Apparently, the drummer missed the breakdown, but Michael Jackson continued with his song melody, but he was trying to get the nod over to his drummer. He was like, "This is the breakdown. No, this is a breakdown. Your job's gone.
Job's gone. What are you doing, Brad?
What are you gonna do?" Oh,
Oh, and they got fired during the show, yo. Damn. Yo, shout out to MJ, man. But yeah, back to it. Back to it. Back. NHL, man. So I got a big thing happen.
hmm.
I'm not sure if I said it on the last show or not, but I am no longer a Capitals fan.
Uh-oh. What done happened with them?
So my fiance is a Hurricanes fan,
Hmm.
and I was like, okay, because my thing is this, right? I like Charlotte stuff, and I like stuff where I like teams where I can go to the game where I live in. So that's why Hornets, Panthers, like you
Yeah,
know this. I wasn't a Panthers fan. No, I wasn't a football fan until the Panthers got here. I didn't watch football. So
yeah.
Hornets, Panthers, Charlotte FC. It was the Capitals and Nationals because I lived in the DC area and used to go to those games.
Respect.
hmm Juventus, totally different story. like them from a video game. So it's a long journey.
Hmm.
But hey, I went to a game. But yeah, so the Hurricanes doing well, Capitals
Hmm.
doing well. It's pretty much an even thing right now. They're in the playoffs. You know what? Winner gets my fandom. And that's what happened. So I'm a Hurricanes fan now.
Here we go. Respect.
Yep. So Hurricanes against the Florida Panthers was game one of the Eastern Conference Finals. And it did not go the way expected. But then again, it's game one. You know how games ones are, no matter what sport it is.
Yep.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was like 5-2.
Yeah. Man, it started off like 3-0 or something.
Oh, so really
So
you were low-key walking them down compared to starting
right,
3-0.
right. Yeah, like you know how game ones are, is like, okay, usually the team that's kind of the underdog, that's their best chance. So hopefully they'll be like, all right, let's make some adjustments. Okay, hey, don't do this. All right, well, don't do
Right.
that either. So we shall see. But also the Oilers are playing the Dallas Stars today in game one.
You know how many times I keep forgetting that Dallas has a hockey team?
They're really good. Them is really good.
And Arizona. Doesn't Phoenix have one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think the Coyotes. Like I forget they have a
Yeah,
hockey team
no,
all
Phoenix
the
is
time.
like like one of the biggest cities in the country. It's so weird.
Oh boy, I keep forgetting they both have hockey teams.
Yeah, it's like New York, LA, Chicago, Houston, Phoenix, Philly. And Charlotte is number 14.
Dang.
Fort Worth don't count. Raleigh's number
Oh,
39.
hey, wouldn't that be part of Dallas?
They always say Dallas Fort Worth. But yeah, Raleigh's number 39, but has a higher cost of living than a lot of the places. So
I guess it's because it's in the Research triangle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Wow, that go Phoenix Coyotes. Boy, I trying to tell
Atlanta is
you.
smaller than Charlotte.
What?
It
Why you
is.
just made me think of I forgot the comedian's name, but he made a short where he was like out in his like apartment complex or whatever, and he like passed a neighbor that he thought was cute. He was trying to holler at the girl, and the girl got one of her friends, and they both started clowning the dude.
Damn.
And like every sentence they said clowning the dude was like an attack on a combo in a fighting game. And once they finished it, he got knocked down. And his boy tried to come to his rescue. He was like, "I can't think, and I can't think."
Oh, they said a robot in that last part.
But yeah, he was shaking his head back and forth. He
There we go.
started going to a seizure, and he was like, "I can't think, I can't think."
My man ran into Iron Fist on Marvel Rivals, yo.
Right.
Like I said, cheaper
Oh
pound.
boy. If anything, I know it's early. Uh, do you see certain teams coming out of the conference finals for at least for NHL? Or shall we?
Uh,
How about they
so
should we get some more games up under our belt?
whoa, hold up. Say it again. No, you robot.
I'll say, shall we get some more games up under our belt? Uh, just to see
I
like who
would.
we.
But super too early predictions.
Yeah.
Um, I got the Hurricanes against the Stars.
Hmm, nice. Wasn't last year Florida and Edmonton?
I believe so. I
Oh,
believe so.
man. So I know they were talking about Edmonton looking really, really fresh, even though some of their players weren't even out there. Like a couple of their players didn't even look like they had to play. So that could be a nod to them in my book. Uh, and realistically, I know the resilience of the Carolina Hurricane. Early prediction for me, give me Edmonton and Carolina. Although it still could be a rematch of Florida Edmonton.
Yeah, I can feel it too. Because Florida has
Yeah.
a high powered offense.
Yeah.
So you know how that go.
yeah,
So we shall see.
man.
That was what time is that game? Eight. Oh, yeah. What else? NHL. That game starts at 8:10. Oh, also, people, if you want to know what time the game exactly starts, do this. Download the DraftKings app. No, sorry, not DraftKings. Download any betting app or go
Hmm.
to online for any betting thing. Look for where the time is to place your last bet. That's when tip off or kickoff is, or the start off,
Fair.
whatever.
Yeah.
So that's what I like because I'm like, oh man, we gotta be late for the game. We got 15 more minutes. We good. We good. Tip off. Nope.
Yeah, because
No.
I'm about to say they always got like a lot of coverage before the game, a little preview before the game, and then of course they got the media sponsors that they got to play ads for. So tip off is almost never the exact time of the event, I guess you could say.
Mhm. But what's next? WNBA?
Just a quick touch on it, because I know there's the big circulation around
Hold up.
the
Wait.
opening game.
Time out. Yo, your audio is popping.
Uh-oh, is the microphone?
That sounds
I
fine.
can keep talking.
Yeah, that
Okay.
sounds good.
Um, a lot of circulation between the opening game of the Fever and
Nope,
the Sky.
that doesn't sound good at all. um, dang,
I'm gonna try. Hold on. Try it without the microphone. I would do it without the microphone.
do you have the microphone right now?
No, it's cut off.
Keep talking.
But the opening game between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever
Nah, it's still popping. I'm trying
still
to see what's
popping.
on my end. Shit.
Turn it back on. Wonder what. I hope it's not the internet again. Lord, Lord, Lord. Had
No,
a
it should
major
be.
internet outage, rather. But so Fever blowing out the Chicago Sky. So
Mhm.
I mean that's opening game jitters slash. I mean Caitlin Clark was kind of going off, but the major thing of why they're circling it is Caitlin Clark's hard foul that she did on Angel Reese, and they're making a big
Oh,
stink about it.
damn.
Um,
Oh my
Partially
gosh.
because of the foul happened when the score was already out of hand. Secondly, Angel Reese getting up and basically being Angel Reese and trying to start a fight, and a scuffle started essentially.
Like,
Um,
oh,
I think the refs got it right on the call. About saying,
mhm.
get your thoughts on it.
Yeah. Like I oh like so I listened to Bomani Jones and he said this too, and I was like, okay, so not just me. And
Mm-hmm.
we said this last year when Caitlin Clark got to the league. Caitlin Clark brings in a lot of eyes to the league, right?
Mm-hmm.
These eyes are not sports eyes. These eyes have
Mm-hmm.
never watched professional sports a day in their life.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting mad at sports. This happens all the time. And all like, NBA, football, college sports, baseball. If you do something that's kind of weird, you're gonna get punished for it. That's like
Mm-hmm.
you the game's out of reach and you lay it up. There's gonna be a fight.
Yeah.
Come on now. You run the score up, there's gonna be a fight. This is regular basketball stuff. Andrew Reese had a hard foul. Caitlin Clark retaliates. You know what that sounds like? Regular sports. But when you get people who don't watch the game, who's like, see, well, see, this is the thing, and you can't do this, and why is, hey man, you just got here, bro. This been
Right.
this is just sport. This is just regular. This is just Tuesday. It's just Tuesday stuff. This
Just
is Wednesday, bro. And the thing is, like, they only watch Caitlin Clark games, and that's the only sports that they watch. Was another thing too. People claim to be sports fans, but they only watch. No, they only skim over the stuff, right? For example,
mm-hmm.
now, like, I'm not talking to people who are like trying to learn the game or actually sit there and watch the game, but we know people that we're talking about. Talking about people that's like, I'm gonna go to a Panthers game, right? I'm gonna have all my Panther gear on
Mm-hmm.
and not actually watch the game. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to
Mm-hmm.
learn about it. I'm just here, which is cool if you do that, but you can't, and then in turn, act like an expert.
Right.
And that's my thing. I'm
Yes.
like, it's like, no, so how come like they like the referee should have did no, okay, no. Case in point, somebody yelled out, come on, defense, let's go. What are you doing, defense? It was a kickoff. Ain't no defense on the field, bro. It's special teams right now. What are we talking about, man? Like so stuff like that, which actually happened. And I'm like, yo, like so you got people who don't watch the game that's making statements on it as if they were an expert, but you can tell they never watched it because that happens all the time. All the time. It's probably gonna happen tonight. It happened last night with the Hurricanes and the Panthers. It got a little chippy. That's gonna
Mhm.
happen.
Yeah.
So
You
that's
know,
why I'm like, y'all making this
the
not
what
fun.
I fully agree on your point, and I'm gonna add on to it with this. The funny thing being, you could tell the difference in professionalism on how they handled it in their little press conference after the game. I'd like to point that out.
I missed that one.
When Caitlin Clark was asked about it, she sounded like she had been in the league quite a few years, handled the question very beautifully, very professional answer. And she was just explaining her side. It was just like, yeah, I went for the ball, ended up
Hold on,
being
wait.
a foul, and that's essentially all. Like it's like I didn't know else behind it. I was taught to not give up the free basket, send them to the free
Hold up,
throw
wait,
line,
wait,
and
wait,
that's it
wait,
right.
wait, wait a minute. 1 second. It's popping like popcorn.
Oh no.
I don't know, because when you stop for a
Uh
second, it's fine. Let me do a speed test. 1 second.
oh.
I want to see if
While
my
you do
volume
that,
went out.
let me try to restart my sentence.
Oh nah,
Hopefully,
I'm good. Um,
Uh-oh.
Uh,
But
yeah, keep going.
but like she handled it beautifully and was basically saying I fouled her, was trying to get uh I fouled her to keep her from getting to the basket and send her to the free throw line. Like that's how I was taught. And it was a very professional answer in saying that. Well, you said you had missed it. For those
Hmm?
that missed Angel Reese's reaction to say a question, literally was refs got it right, hard foul, keep on moving.
That's what Angel
That was
Reese
literally
said.
her response. Yep,
You know what that sounds
that
like?
exact sentence.
Both responses sound like regular ass sports shit because we know some people be doing like, "Hey man, next topic we good," and then we got other
Yeah,
players. Yep, here's what happened.
but I say
Oh,
yeah because
next game.
we've already seen Angel Reese's attitude already come out, so we already know her personality. And in NBA terms, Draymond does the same thing.
I mean, like I think a
Got
lot of
Dray-
players do that, but the thing is, I don't see a problem with either one. It's just
mhm.
different flavors. But
Different personalities. Yeah,
yeah, it's just we've seen these sports personalities before. It's just there's a lot of people who are just so damn new that's like, see, how come this person? Go back and watch Charles Barkley. Matter of fact, go back and watch Greg Popovich's interviews to the media as a coach.
as a coach.
As a coach, yeah, we did this. Yes, dumb question. I'm leaving. Hall of Famer. So it's oh man, I'm happy
My
people are watching
favorite is
sports.
still my favorite is still the Bill Parcells interview. Somebody asked him if he
Oh,
thinks his Cowboys will go into the playoffs.
hold up.
And,
All right, good.
uh, Bill Parcells interview, somebody asked him if his Cowboys was going to the playoffs. And he was like, how many teams make the playoffs? So when he starts the question like that, you already know something going down. It's like, how many teams make the playoffs? Say 12. Okay. By that number, that means 19 teams. Because back then, America, there was 31 teams in the league. He said that by that number, 19 teams missed the playoffs, right? It's like, yeah. Record wise, are we one of those 19 teams? No, I rest my point. It's like, yo,
Bro.
Bill Parcells was a pretty brutal dude when he came to interview too.
But yo, I mean, he got it done.
Only other thing I had to touch on WNBA. Washington, who? How about the Washington Mystics leading the league? They're tied for leading the league. They're 2-0.
And what?
Exactly. I saw that stat. I was like, I gotta put that down on the note. Boy, I gotta tell my boy Austin. The Washington Mystics are 2-0.
Doing what?
Playing the game of
Man.
basketball. Rebuild who? I ain't gonna say that because I can't name any stars for the Mystics. But hey, they're 2-0. I know it's a long season. They got what 42 games left or something like that. Because I think they play a 44 game season. Um, so I know it's a long season, but hey, 2-0 for a team I can't name a star for.
I probably couldn't name a star if I tried. Just because I don't know that many stars. Shout out to Kelsey Plum. But
Hmm.
other than that, no.
Yeah, that's what I have for WNBA.
All right. NBA talk. Man, it feels like this is like the start of everything. Is
Hmm.
is right. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Let's go back to soccer real quick, sir.
Hmm.
Let's go back to soccer. Let's go back to soccer. Ba, ba, da, 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 da. This is what we're talking about, right? Quick.
Hmm.
Soccer.
Oh, wait on that note.
So here we go, man. Serie A is going on. So one game left in the season, right?
Hmm.
Napoli, 79 points. Inter, 78 points. Do you know what happened in the last 10 minutes? If you don't, I'll let you know. Well, shit, that's until the audience anyway. So here we go. So, audience, folks, y'all, people of America and surrounding countries on Earth. So, um, last 20 minutes of the game, right? Or last 10 to 15 minutes. Napoli was playing Parma and Inter was playing Lazio.
Mm-hmm.
Inter was up 2-1, right? Parma
Mm-hmm.
is they no. Lazio got a goal in the 90th minute. Now it's tied 2-2.
Mm-hmm.
Inter was supposed to win. Um Inter was supposed to get a penalty kick. No, sorry. Inter scored a goal and they took it away. That's
Mm-hmm.
it. Right? The game in a draw, right? So they could
Yeah.
have been in first place. Napoli, 0-0 the entire game. Last five 5 minutes or so, Parma gets a PK, gets a penalty kick, gets fouled in the box. It's about to be a penalty kick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Napoli could lose, which Napoli could lose this game. They checked they did a little review. Uh-oh, yes, that was a penalty, but there's also a penalty way before then that happened. So that penalty was called, and this penalty will not be called. No penalty kick. Game ends in a tie. So
Mm-hmm.
it went from first place, second place, first place, second place within 10 minutes. So now we got one game to go. Napoli has a game, Inter has a game. If Napoli wins, they win the championship. If Inter, if Inter ties and Napoli loses, you go to a playoff. If Inter wins and Napoli loses, Inter wins the championship. So here we go. Fighting for the fourth place, the last spot for the Champions League. Juventus, Roma, Lazio. 67, 66, 65.
It's like that again.
Yes. Also, these two teams, Empoli and Venezia, were not in the relegation zone last week. Uh-oh, they may be relegated. So, matchups, right?
Mhm.
Notice down here, they're fighting for their life, right?
Right.
34 all the way down to 19. So 15 to 19, fighting for their life. 4, 5, and 6, fighting for European soccer.
Mm.
Also, too, if Lazio loses and Florentina wins, they are now 6. Lazio is 7. Lazio does not play European soccer. So people fighting for their life, right? Check this
Right.
out. Friday we will know the champion. So they got one or two out the way. They play at 3 o'clock, 2:45
Mm.
on Friday. Bologna. Well, no, this game doesn't count. So Friday games count. We'll know the champion here. Saturday doesn't count. Like nothing happens when they lose.
Mm.
Bologna, Genoa, and Milan stay in Serie A. Monza's going to get relegated regardless. Sunday, 2:45. We got 6 games. Juventus versus the Venezia. Venezia is fighting for their life. Juventus fighting for Champions League spot. If you get the Champions League, you get additional 60 million euros to spend on your team. Lazio is fighting Lecce. Lecce is fighting for their life.
Mm.
Roma is fighting Torino. Torino's not fighting for their life, but Torino's really hard to beat. All this stuff is going on. Empoli versus Verona. Remember this? Remember
Mm-hmm.
these, right? Well, before we get here, Atalanta versus Parma. If Parma wins and then they're in, Atalanta has something to play for. So if Parma wins, and then they automatically get to stay up. Empoli
Okay.
Empoli versus Verona. Can't say the V words today. Empoli versus Verona. 15, 18, 3 points. 3 points.
Mm-hmm.
3 points. If Empoli wins and Parma loses, Empoli's in.
Relegation.
Right. It's so much stuff happening on Sunday. So think about it. Friday, we got the champions of Italy. Sunday,
Mm-hmm.
who's going to be relegated, who's going to the Champions League, and who's going to play in European soccer. So that's some soccer stuff.
It's legit going to be a
Yep.
Sunday fun day for soccer.
Oh yeah, and I'll be damn grill like a damn fool. Damn. Yeah, a family cookout that I have to do on the grill for you.
Ah,
Hmm. But on to basketball. What do you think about the Thunder and Timberwolves series?
ooh, let's me. So,
That's what I feel about it.
first, first thoughts on the Timberwolves. A very aggressive play, and it's what you need in order to beat the best team in your conference. Um, their stars were not shooting well in the first half. They still ended with a 4-point lead in the first half. Defense played great. And then what I
Huh?
saw was a team of the Oklahoma City Thunder take off and get on a roll. And the Timberwolves just get deflated and started settling for everything. Um, I originally had this series going seven. After seeing that, I mean, I know it's a game one, but after seeing that and how quickly the Timberwolves deflated, as well as the number of turnovers, because I think they had 10 turnovers in the first half, it could probably just end at six with the Thunder taking it. Um, but I did like what I saw from both teams up until Minnesota deflated themselves because of how quickly OKC was taking off. Um, but it's still must see TV. I'll put it like that. So it is probably the series I will have my interest more than the Eastern Conference Finals, which we'll touch on in a second. Um, Ant Man did play his heart out, but the Thunder just took off like that. And I don't know. I might be changing my answer from Thunder and seven to Thunder and six.
Okay. I got Thunder in five, so I can see a sweep. I think we are watching the start of the Thunder dynasty.
Mm-hmm.
They only have picks, like massive amount of picks left.
I think up through 2029.
Yeah, it's stupid. So
Um, two quick
yo, think
questions
about this right here.
about
Yo,
the.
think about this. They could use those picks to go get Giannis if they want to, and still have some
Really?
left over.
Yep. I mean, Giannis did say he wants to win. Wants to win.
Mm-hmm.
Why not be on the best team in the league?
Oh, yo, they
Um,
yo, hey, yo, hey, man, hey,
and they're the
hey,
youngest team in the league. So imagine
yo,
having that kind of veteran mindset around those youngins. I should say.
they got Rudy Gobert in foul trouble in the first 2 minutes of the game.
Oh yeah, I did see
Dog,
that.
and he didn't. They eliminated him. McDaniel's fouled
Mm-hmm.
out. Yeah, yeah, dog, it's over. It's over. They just like, okay, what you gonna do? Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Mm,
Yeah,
you out of here.
gotcha.
Because Shea is gonna have. He's definitely a free throw merchant, but
Yeah.
I don't like this game. But he good.
You, you see the play he made where my man was like off balance and like crawling to the floor and still hit the shot on the and
No,
one.
he threw his dumb ass to the he threw himself to the floor. Y'all saw that. I watch a lot of soccer. I know a flop when I see one. I know a flop when I see one. He practices falling, man.
Before I ask my two questions,
Uh-oh.
might as well touch on the game tonight.
Mm-hmm. Oh
Uh,
yes. Oh God. What you want though?
oh, we got we got finesse versus bully ball, and really, oh boy, this is secondarily must see TV. This is
Oh, hold up.
secondarily
Hold up. You
must
about
see.
to roll out.
Uh-oh.
Did you?
But this is secondarily must see TV because um, no one runs the floor as well as the Pacers do. Like when the Pacers start getting into that transition basketball, it's It's over. It is over. See them in the series versus the Cavaliers. They got a quick few transition buckets. Cavaliers were pretty much taken out of the series. Um, However, you start getting into half court basketball. The Knicks got some things up their sleeves, especially how elusive Jalen Brunson is. And let's be real, last series, I think Jalen Brunson averaged like 30 something. Like he had a couple 40-point
Oh
games
yeah,
too.
his fourth quarter is crazy.
So it's secondarily must see. I'm glad this is the conference finals. I'll put it like that. Because all four teams are must see TV in their own right. Um, Early prediction for this series, though, because of how Thibodeau runs his players, if the Pacers survive Game 4, give me the Pacers in the seven.
I think it will go 7. Um, I just, you know what? I don't know, man. I hope the Pacers win. I look just for the sake of the country. You don't need the Knicks winning anything.
Especially after seeing the videos of the party scene. Oh, they ain't safe no more. Like, that's about as bad as when the Eagles won the
Oh,
Super Bowl 52. But the two questions I was going to ask: number one, of the 14 remaining, who is the most electric player to watch? And then number two, who do you have as a sleeper?
one, Boba Goody. But the most exciting player to watch out of the four, Ant-Man.
Mm-hmm.
Most exciting team?
The second one was a sleeper,
Oh,
like
the
a sleeper
sleeper
player.
team?
You know what? We'll throw
Or
that as a
sleeper
third.
player?
Yeah,
Oh, sleeper player is probably Josh Hart. I think Josh Hart is him and Aaron Gordon do the same thing to me. They
mm-hmm.
do all the dirty work and they do all the dirty work. Don't look for a shot, but when they're open, they hit the open shot. But you would never say, "Oh, man, yeah, we got to put Aaron Gordon on the scouting reporter or Josh Hart." But when they're not playing, you know they're not there.
Yeah,
You know what? They're like in football terms, they're really good guards. You're not going to hear about them, but when they're not there, everybody getting sacked. You can't run the ball. Nope. That
yeah.
pressure comes straight in your face.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna agree with you on question one for Anthony Edwards being most electric and exciting player. My sleeper's gonna might come as a surprise to some of y'all.
Yeah.
Alex Caruso.
Oh yeah. Yeah, he's like a wild. Some
People,
games he on, some games he not. But when he on, it's gonna be a good night. But when he not,
yeah. Oh yeah.
they'll be all right.
I was battling either between Alex Caruso or Obi Toppin for the Pacers.
I think Obi Toppin's gonna have a big game since he's back in New York.
I'm I would be excited to watch that in probably about what 20 minutes or so.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but yeah, I was going between him and Alex Caruso, and I picked Alex Caruso. But for the third question that you kind of added on, most exciting overall team to watch.
Thunder. I like their team chemistry. They remind me of the Brooklyn Nets when they had um Dinwiddie, uh D'Lo, and I forgot the center that they had. It might have been Jared Allen back when they had that run where like they just look like they're having fun. And you can see
Yeah,
the team
yeah, I think it
chemistry.
was Darren Allen. Yeah,
Yeah. They look like they know what they're doing and they're having fun and they like being around each other.
yeah. I
So
was
yeah.
battling between the Pacers and the Thunder, but I'm going to agree with you on the Thunder. Pacers have this grit and attitude, and like I said, nobody runs the floor like them. But the Thunder, though,
Yo, it's about to be a wrap for y'all folks, man. Yep. Y'all should have got your rings before they got here, man. Because there's no dynasties or favorites right now. The Knicks don't count. I hope they lose. Just, I,
the
man.
Knicks' current success counts, but I don't
Oh
think
my.
they're gonna like even if they were to make the finals a couple times against this Thunder team, I don't think they beat the Thunder in a 7 game series.
Sweet, sweet.
Especially considering for one, you know how Thibodeau runs his players, and then for two, the Thunder have so many extra picks until 2029. They're essentially going to get younger unless they're essentially going to get younger unless, like you said, they make moves for Giannis or somebody like that.
Um, so, but they got so many picks, yo. Like, you know what? The
Yeah,
Thunder is what the process in Philly was supposed to look like.
yeah.
So yeah, man. I can't wait. I need to put some bets in, but it's gonna be good.
So I got to make sure to do that. Hold up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But
Shoot, you inspired me. I might put you in too.
Obi Toppin, yo, where you
Uh,
at, bro?
but so I think that's it for that. Guess we can touch a bit on the NIFL, the NFL.
Yeah, man. Yo, Shador Sanders made it to the right team in the right situation. I still think he's
Mm-hmm.
an asshole when he did his interviews, but I'm ho I'm hoping he does well. I'm hoping he does well and
Me
balls
too.
out. But what do you think of this right here? What if the Rams trade for Shador Sanders, knowing that Stafford is going to be like he's probably his last year or last 2 years? The damn Browns, you still paying Deshaun, and you drafted a quarterback in front of Watson,
Right.
and you got Kenny Pickett. So you can wait till next year to get a quarterback, maybe. But yeah, what do you think about that?
I feel like that would be a smart move. And real realistically, if I were the Rams, I would try to punish the Browns by asking them for a little bit more than just Sanders. But I feel like that would be a smart move to at least help backfield
Mm.
staff is a fair.
What was the last thing you said?
I said that's a fair move
Okay.
because backfield for Stafford.
Hmm. I forgot what else I was thinking about. Do you have you been seeing the stuff? We'll go about the draft stuff, whatever. Have you been seeing anything coming out with the Jacksonville Jaguars and Travis Hunter?
No, this is news
I've
to me. Uh
I've heard not so good things about his route running, but
oh.
then again, it could be just a propaganda, whatever. But mm.
I will definitely take a look into that.
And the Bengals first round pick isn't signed yet,
Mm-hmm.
so
Wait, how you not sign your first round pick?
apparently like there's I don't know what's going on. Somebody said that he can't spell his name, and I'm like, come on, man, not like this.
That's not nice.
It's not, but
That
I know.
that won't nice. Come on, man.
Oh my. Oh shit, man.
As far as veterans, got a couple of big contract extensions slash renewal. Well, extensions, I guess you could say. For Brock Purdy, 5 year, 265 mil.
Man,
Um,
look. Why?
that's what I was about to ask you. I was like, would you pay that much for a game manager?
Huh.
On the other side of the
On the
same
other
football,
side, who who you gonna get? No, this quarterback is crazy because people think you can find them and you can't. And they lucked up, yo.
right?
They lucked up a lot.
I still feel like too high for a game manager. Um, on the other side of that same football, Fred Warner extended 3 years, 63 million. So he's now highest paid linebacker.
But it definitely deserves it.
And you might as well try to keep him considering that my boys, the Broncos, got two weapons off of that defense. So they're gonna have to get a little bit of breathing room and building done on that side to help out Fred Warner. And then for the Baltimore Ravens, Derrick Henry's extension, 2 years, 30 million, which makes it the largest extension for any running back over 30 years old.
Yep. I wish somebody would tell me that doesn't make sense. Cause him and Lamar, yeah, all right.
My man's was out here 30 plus, still running people over like he's only like 24.
And the thing is, like, I like what the Ravens did because they didn't give him the ball that much.
Yeah.
There was one point I was like, 8 carries for 100 yards. Hey, yo, what we doing, man?
On the calculator, making sure it makes sense.
No, nobody want to tackle that dude. But
Oh
you want to fight
boy,
a gorilla or
Damar
you want to tackle Derrick Henry?
Damar Hamlin, right. Damar Hamlin came to tackle that dude. He got baptized into the sideline. Hey, at least he showed it after that. He got baptized.
I don't wait. Hold up.
Oh,
Say it again.
I was saying, I was like, when the Ravens and the Buffalo Bills played, Damar Hamlin tried to come up. Like, at least he showed after his heart. He got baptized.
Uh, yeah, you guys said it. I'm not sure what you said on that one. It's the next one maybe.
I'm wondering if there is anything going on. Oh, sorry, I was looking at the box. Yeah, from my view, you're slowing down too.
Really? Hmm.
Yeah, but it might be like I said from my
I don't know what you said. I don't know. Yo, you know what? That might be a sign.
so yeah, wrap it up. Prepare for the NBA.
You said wrap it up, then yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, on that note, people, wash your hands, keep on sipping, and stop picking your nose and rubbing it on children.
you. Yeah,
All
y'all
right.
say